Still May 12th, 2024. After that big hoo-ha down in Walmart of the drug cartel screaming stuff at me, and I did that video of all my family defending me, okay, in front of the police. The police actually said they spoke very highly of me when they talked to him. In 18. I was found innocent of everything in 18. Found innocent. Now, is it your fault if someone's stalking you? No, that makes you a victim. Is it your fault that that person you didn't know, where you woke up with bruises, throwing up, heart racing, and personally infected, and you thought it was wild water making you sick, and possibly killing you, that it was that toxic? That they had been drug beaten, raping you? Then you found out it was them, and they had where you were sick and throwing up, and time had went by? Couldn't account for? Thought you just get dizzy after taking a drink and the room would go black? Wake up with marks, with injection marks, the same thing? Waking up with giant bruises all over you, throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out, and a severe swollen personal infection? And sexual predators are preying on you. And they're running a big scam of drugging you up with roofies and telling you to say something stupid and you never see it because they're amnesia drugs and you're sleepwalking. And they're photoshopping and washing in the room in a sextortion act. They're selling you on porn sites. You find out later of you and your husband in bed, you go into the bathroom, you on in the tub, on the toilet, and then your family and your grandkids use in the bathroom. They're selling kiddie porn. That's victimizing everybody, right? Right. What should have happened here? Waco. They went in and confessed to a federal police officer that Dave had hired Pete on his own, which is Alex in a beard. Okay? And he's dating Savannah, and she's impersonating Michelle and trying to say that she was his daughter, and he's trying to tell people he's some insane retired judge that's going around trying to exploit women and children for personal gain, and that agent didn't arrest him for that fucked up scam? That it's some insane retired judge exploiting women and children and the human traffickers? And here it's just Savannah's Facebook friend? In a beard and wig? Is that gay? And she's lying who she is and he's lying who he is? In a big drug scam because her ex-boyfriend used to be a big drug dealer around here? And he got him in the drug cartel and got him the amnesia drugs and all that shit? The fake sodium pentothal reports? The poor victim don't even know anything. One doctor losing up to 18 pounds in 2 months. I don't know what's wrong with me. Almost passing out. I have marks all over. People are like, are you working too hard? The doctor's giving me iron pills, stuff for headaches, throwing up, muscle relaxers for the pain, and then pills and creams for the personal infection. And the cult, the apostolic churches in this area are hiring the cartel for the people they don't like to drug, beat, and rape and run scams on them. What should have happened here? Waco, where the government surrounded that occult, and went in and broke it up. What should have happened to every apostolic church? That Fed was to arrest them on the spot. If they had to get the military, the marshals, the sheriffs, and the rest of federal officers and swarm all 3 churches and arrest all 900 people for doing this to me and my family. That's what his sworn duty was Waco. And I'll tell you what, when they made fun of FBI agent John, June 7th, 23, Lighthouse Tabernacle, Katie's sister Jody, and the drug cartel, FBI agent John fell for the stunt of tapes before. Oh, come on now. That FBI agent actually fell for a stunt of tapes before. It was only a stunt. They're having me drug, beat up, and raped, and drugged up and told to say something. And photoshopped washing, selling us, doing all those crimes. And I have all the signs of being drug, beat, and raped. And because I never seen anybody, never talked to anybody, nobody thought a serial rapist. They hired the human traffickers to do it. Now, do I think Savannah and the guy that followed and ran to me, do I think her old boyfriend, big drug dealer, getting the cartel to come help out in the scam? Thousands died, got taken. What would have happened if that agent would have actually did his damn job? They would have all lived. The cartel would have went somewhere else. You want to play? They mocked him. FBI agent John actually fell for the stunt on tapes before? You're kidding. You mean that FBI agent actually fell for it? You mean John actually fell for that stunt on tapes before? It was only a stunt. Had me drugged, being raped, drugged up and told to say stuff. Photoshop washing is just a stunt to that satanic occult. They have long hair, long skirts, and they're hiring people to human traffic, beat, rape, and extort money under those pretenses and selling kiddie porn. They might as well have black robes on and worship Satan. They're the godless people. You ever go to an apostolic church in this area? You're fucking stupid. They'll either have you killed, human trafficked, or run an extort on you. Huh? They'll sell kiddie porn on your grandkids, your family. They'll exploit you for money. They're the worst occult. They think they're the new mafia in this area. What was that agent supposed to do? He was supposed to arrest them, then call in everybody and arrest everybody in those churches. That's what his sworn duty was to do, was Waco. And nip this. As if he didn't know there wasn't sodium pentothal reports where they said they had it and that they couldn't get it. And that they were date rape, drugging me, so you'd be sleepwalking. Huh? Photoshop washing, and you sure as hell can't feel sorry for the fucking Vegas. That had to been an act too. Her father runs a stop sign 15 years before that into a semi, kills him and his kid, their kid, and I'm at home. And it's a documented medication error. Documented medical malpractice. In my medical record. It's documented. All those doctors were lying and they made me sick. And they almost killed me and they damaged my heart. It's documented. Huh? So he knew that I had endometriosis. He knew they were medication errors. He knew that it was medical malpractice. And that they were all lying just to rip off my insurance from 15 years before. And those Vegas wanting fucking sympathy of strange said, oh, she was faking through all that. 6 months later, had nothing to do with him. Oh, it offended us. We have to, we'll kill her. Waited 15 years to hunt me down. Didn't even go to the church. Had me drugged, being raped because they're psychotic. Like they said, they made up a reason. It had nothing to do with her tragedy. And they had nothing to do with strange making that up 6 months later after I got well, after I had to work out for 9 months to get well and be off that medicine. I swelled up like a balloon and almost died. And it took another doctor to tell the other doctors they were only ripping off my insurance. And it was a medicine making me sick. They damaged my heart. They made my brain swell. They shut down my thyroid, my adrenal gland, and my legs and my whole body was so swollen that my knees are popping out of place. And it took another doctor to tell them they were killing me. And they were only doing it for kickbacks. And they were all lying. And they were wanting to take part of my brain out and put me through brain surgery. And lying, I have brain tumors. And there was nothing wrong with me. I was a perfectly healthy person that had went through a lot of surgeries. And where the surgeries were, my muscles locked up. I needed muscle relaxers, pain pills, and slow, long physical therapy. That's what it took to get well and get off their fucking medication and learn to walk over 9 months. And the brain swelling left, my heart valves enlarged, my heart's damaged from them. They should be arrested for attempted murder. They encouraged me and Dave to sue them for 2 years. Vegas had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with me going through all those surgeries, going to those crackpots. Almost killed me over a year. Another doctor telling them, and another 9 months to learn to walk again, and everything started working within 3 months. And the brain swelling left, the heart started beating fine, the thyroid, adrenal gland, it was all chemically shut down. You take a healthy person and you give them the wrong medication, you're going to make them very, very sick. They almost killed me, being thieves. They encouraged Dave and I to sue him for 2 years. 2 years. Now, you tell me, them wanting sympathy because Strange just needed to get rid of me real quick when he thought I caught Tim and Katie together. 6 months later, I started with Eli in November of 2002. By February, I could drive my own car. My brain swelling heart was fine. The adrenal gland, the thyroid, everything was working fine. The only thing that was wrong with me is my muscles locked up. It was a medicine making me sick. And then over a 9-month period, I learned to walk again. As the swelling left. I was almost well in April, and Phil pulls that shitty stunt of speeding in front of a bunch of church people, and we're at home. And he runs a stop sign into somebody, kills himself and their kids, showing off. I finished getting well in July of 2003, and Strange made up that lie in November of 2003 just to get rid of me because he thought I got Tim and Katie together. And it was Linda. Threw the wrong person out. It's an occult. So when evil people use God as an excuse to kill, drug, beat, rape, and extort money, what are the police and the feds to do? They're to arrest them for being a domestic terrorism group. Domestic terrorism is a group of people to further their own beliefs, okay, with threats or harm to human life, with religious or a political backing, that are against all U.S. constitutional laws and rights. So what is the Apostolic Churches? They're a domestic terrorism group. It's a 20-year sentence. So what was he supposed to do? His damn job. He was to call in everybody that he knew and Waco it and nip it. Right? Oh, people were talking in Target. We've all found out all our kids defended her. None of this is funny. They didn't know anything about it. And some guy looked at his phone. He said her secret was her husband was trying to kill her. January, February of 19, Walmart 62. There's a whole group of people outside the hair salon. First she talks in riddles, for no one understands her. She refers to her husband as playing God. I don't understand, the lady said. Who's God? God holds life and death in his hands. Her secret is her husband's trying to kill her. Is that what's going on? Yes. Oh, I'll tell you what. If they go to Faith Family Church, where I went there a couple months ago, people were saying, don't say a word to her. That girl was no retired judge's daughter. She was scamming all of us. Yeah, it was Savannah. And she was bragging she could have everyone, told everyone she could have me drug, beat, and rape. She just had to ask the guys. They'll know who Alex is. They'll know who that Chris is. They'll even probably know who the fake FBI agent is. And the Florida human traffickers. Oh, and Faith Family Church will verify they were seen around the cartel. Also, the Florida human traffickers. And Dave was probably there. I thought I seen him once. You want to play? They were already witnessed by the police. January or March of 19, stalking me down to Minerva Grinders. She was there with her baby. Let's see, Alex and the group in the back. The old guy from the Gentleman's Club from Florida with an older blondish white lady. And they're talking about grabbing people and prostituting the rest of life. And then the guy sitting behind me with white hair, how he had Greg Strange hired him. He was part of the 25,000. And then the tall white guy with black hair walks around and threatens my life. I was has the field picked out south of Ravenna to stab me, cut up my face, stab me to death, rape me, and that's where I'll die. And I'm looking at John, we need to get out of here. We need to go. Get outside. He's like, you going to do anything about those people threatening your life? I'm like, stay out of this. They were seen, like people were even saying, we looked through the tapes. They were caught around the Florida human traffickers. Oh, even at Faith Family Church. You want to play? Since when can you... Okay. See, it's a cult mentality. Where my son said, you know what's wrong with these people? They have the penis disorder. I said, what's that? They think if you don't have a penis, you don't have rights. It's a cult mentality. Men rule everything. They think if you're a man, you can do whatever you want. And women have no rights. It's a penis disorder. It's a cult mentality that women and children don't have rights. Like Dave could act, like they said, that idiot can't hire a stalker. He can't, where he told Danny hire Pete on his own, and Pete is Alex in a beard. Savannah's Facebook friend that followed around to me. He tried to murder me again on 12/21/18 when he bashed my skull in and bragged he left his skull on Dave's dresser and he was holding me down during that attack. I got a print of a ball peen hammer in the back of my head. That little bitch knocked my head in. Like they said, there's a video of the guy that followed her and rendered her trying to kill her again. 12/21/18, he's the one impersonating Pete. With a Santa beard and wig. He's that gay. Running around drugging people up and raping them and bashing their skull in. He's a fucking murderer. Nicotine. Babe, I'm not handling these people very well. Since when, where Dave said he hired Pete on his own and Pete's Alex in a beard and Savannah's Michelle scamming people? Trying to act like some insane judge, just running around drug beating, raping people, and trying to extort money in the drug cartel. That's such a gay scam. That's such a gay scam. Dave can't hire a stalker. It's right on Google. Your spouse cannot interfere in your personal private life. They can't hire someone. They both go to jail and you can sue them both. Women have the same rights as men. There's a brick house law above your house. Nobody can be in your home but protected like cases with statements. It says right on the Fourth Amendment your home can't be violated. Police and agencies can only be in there under a threat of life with statements. Or it's entrapment if they do it, otherwise they're stalking tapes, speaking Tom tapes. Dave can't hire the cartel to stalk me. He can't sell me on porn sites. He can't sell his grandkids on kiddie porn sites going potty. Sicko. Me and him in bed and me in the shower, and then a sextortion act of photoshopping washing, and then that letting those guys break in and while I'm asleep stab me with a date rape drug, and I'm waking up throwing up, dizzy, heart racing, almost passing out, and here they have drugged me up and have giant bruises. He's letting them beat and rape me, personally infected. He's not my pimp. He's not my pimp. He was to be arrested the first day and drugged up and told to say all kinds of stuff, from everything from weirdo stuff to flasher stuff. I've even that wrong nightgown and butt line I've heard. I mean, it's insane what their scam of what they're supposed to have drugged me and told me to say, and I didn't see anybody. You talk about scary movie shit? Fatal Attraction, bitch. I don't think they're funny. And then lying, they had sodium pentothal reports, truth serum, and their date rape, amnesia drugs. And them doing that to me, it's vile and it's sick and it's pure Satanism. I'm going to upload this. And like Officer Reinhardt in Louisville, I don't care what they say they got. I don't care what they say they did. And until that agent agreed to protect you and has statements of the threat of life, they couldn't even be in your home. The Department of Justice would put them in jail. No one can be in your home but protected like cases with statements. I wouldn't even care if they had something on somebody. Nobody can look at it. It's illegal. That's where the Stark County Prosecutor's Office, they did the biggest mistake. They did it in your home. It's the Fourth Amendment of the House. Portage County Sheriff's. It was none of us, and we didn't have any knowledge of it. And what these people did is illegal. It's the Fourth Amendment, yes. Police and agencies can only be in there under a threat of life with statements, yes. So who the hell do these people think they are? I had an officer yell at him, I don't care who the hell you think you are. You can't do this. You can't. They can never get money. They can't do anything to me. And in the meantime, they fooled FBI Agent John, June 7th, 23. FBI Agent John actually fell for the stun at Taser 4. Oh, come on now. That FBI agent actually fell for a stun at Taser 4. It was only a stun. Is that what's going on? Ah! June 7th, 23. Walmart 62, 10:11 in the morning. Jody, Katie's sister from Lighthouse. And the drug cartel was mocking him. There's whole videos of it. Sheriff's got it. They have Eric's confession, one of the stalkers they had hired to do it, that everything was him and not me, November 18th, 22. And then we're going to go May 25th, 21, 8/9/21, December 9th, 21, January 19th, 22, February 2nd, 22, of being drugged and told to say it. And they were already telling them that in 18, that they had photoshopped all their lies. And then March 1st to 3rd of 21, they said they put clips together, put a porn. And then after that, what you're describing is showering. And she figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon. May 26th, 22 of the shower scene in the other room. Also, in March of 22, they told Navarre that it was ordered that everything was drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. They admitted March 20th, 24. Again, they even made up Pete to get away with this. And they made up everything on me. Everything's drugged and photoshopped. It is documented by the police that I was framed by the drug cartel. And Karen is a victim of an occult that drugged her and tried to kill her before. And it is documented that they hired the drug cartel to frame me. It is documented. FBI informant. Everybody turn those apostolic churches in. Do you want them to do this to you?